Yes guys, it's FPL Guy here and welcome back to the FPL Guy YouTube channel. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now in today's video, I'll be showcasing a free hit draft for game week 22, which is essentially a combination of a free hit draft from 5 FPL YouTubers who are quite popular FPL YouTubers. You may even know them. So essentially, this free hit draft is going to consist of the most popular options for game week 22. So the teams that I have selected from is what FPL Mate has created, Simply FPL, FPL Raptor, Dylan_RCM, and also FPL Harry. Now I'll leave the links to their channels down in the description, so if you haven't already seen their stuff, definitely go do so. All of them have some great videos on their channel and they're great people, so definitely have a look at their stuff. So yeah, essentially this isn't really my free hit draft, it's going to be a combination of the most popular picks that some of the content creators have already created. So this will hopefully help some of you guys out. Those of you who are planning to hit that free hit button, it's going to give you an idea of who the most popular options currently are that people are going for. And with that being said, let's jump into it. So let's start from the back and work our way forwards. So in goal, majority of people, 99.9% of people have picked David De Gea to go in goal. United have two pretty decent fixtures to keep a clean sheet in Aston Villa and Brentford, and I guess statistically they aren't too bad defensively, although we have seen that they can crumble and they usually do start conceding, but on paper they probably have the best chance of getting 2 clean sheets. So for that reason, De Gea is a very popular pick, so I'll pop him into the team. So again, this team is going to mainly consist of the key players that the 5 FPL content creators that I named earlier have got in their teams. So the first player in defense is going to be Trent. All 5 of them have gone for Trent, and against Brentford he should be back, he should be ready, and against Brentford clean sheet is very likely, and also we can see what Trent can do. He can do a lot of damage, so he's the first player to come in. Another very popular pick who was picked by 4 of the 5 content creators was Alonso. So we can then simply put him in. Now Alonso's double is not the best. They have Man City and they also have Brighton. Now Man City could be the tough one. Brighton, there's a small chance of a clean sheet because Brighton's attack isn't the best, but their defense is, right? So against Brighton there's a chance that Alonso could keep a clean sheet. Man City, obviously that's a different story. It could be quite a low scoring game week or a high scoring game week, but I definitely do see Man City scoring in this regardless. So you're mainly hoping for that Brighton clean sheet for Alonso. Now the other player that these 5 content creators have gone for in defense is a Spurs defender. Most of them, well 4 of them have gone for Reguilon. However, FPL Mate has gone for Davies instead. So if we do a quick comparison between the two, you can see that in green we have Reguilon and in the blue we have Davies. Statistically, they aren't the best. They are defenders, obviously we're keeping that into consideration, but there are some better attacking potential players that have higher stats than these two. However, obviously when we're looking at the double by itself, you can go for one of the two. So you can see that Reguilon, in terms of assist potential, definitely a lot higher. But Davies, a lot of people maybe underestimating his goal scoring ability, but you can see it's even higher than Reguilon's, and he's even taking a slightly more shots per game. So you can go for either one will do. I have Davies already in my team. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it will depend on your budget. If you've got a slightly higher budget, you can fit in Reguilon. If not, then you can go for Davies because he's still statistically a very good option. So for now, we'll just pop in Reguilon. The main idea is you just have a Spurs defender, right? Okay, so that's the defense done. Moving on to the midfield, one player that all 5 of these content creators have gone for is Diogo Jota. It's very understandable why. Obviously Salah is out, Jota should be playing centrally. Against Brentford at home, we can definitely see Liverpool scoring, and if they are scoring, Jota has a very, very good chance of being involved. So Jota comes into the team. The other player that all of these guys gone for is Maddison, right? A lot of people started talking about Maddison this game week, and it's understandable. If we have a look at his fixtures, we can see that Leicester play Burnley and Spurs, right? Statistically, Leicester actually have the best chance of a clean sheet, so maybe we can also consider one of their defenders. And a matter of fact, FPL Raptor went with Castagna as one of his defenders. He's actually playing a 4-3-3 in his free hit draft, and one of the defenders is Castagna. Against Burnley, there's a pretty good chance that they could keep a clean sheet. And then Spurs maybe slightly more trickier here. Leicester, they aren't as solid as they once were in defense, so maybe that's the reason a lot of people aren't going for them. But maybe getting one of them could really pay off here. But in terms of their midfield, everyone is going for Maddison here, and he's in great form at the moment. On the pitch, he's looking great, and statistically on paper, he's also looking great. So definitely, he is someone you can go for. Now, the other player that all 5 of these guys went for was Son, but obviously they made that video before the news. At the moment, he is out, so obviously we're not going to be considering him for our teams just now. So these were the main 2 midfielders that these 5 content creators went for. And then finally up top was, again, a very similar story. The first player is going to be Ronaldo. Literally all of these guys had Ronaldo, and even the teams that I've seen on Twitter, Instagram, here and there, they will have Ronaldo in it, right? Against Aston Villa and Brentford, Ronaldo should start both, and if he does, he has a pretty solid chance of getting a really good game week. And in fact, Ronaldo has the highest projected points for game week 22 at 12.1, and then followed by Maddison at 9.3. So statistically, he is also really high up there. When we're talking about attacking fixtures, Burnley statistically have the best attacking fixtures, right? Against Leicester and Watford. But do we really want to consider Burnley attack? I don't think so. The next after Burnley is actually Watford. Against Newcastle and Burnley, they have a very nice attacking fixture. Defensively, maybe not so much, but attacking wise against Newcastle and Burnley, Watford can score, and for that reason all 5 content creators have gone for either King or Dennis, or even both. So for the time being, I'll put in King, and that could easily just be Dennis as well. Both of them are great options for game week 22. And the other option that 4 of the 5 content creators went for was Kane. Statistically, Spurs have the 4th best attacking fixture. So in order, we have Burnley at top, Watford, then Brighton, then Spurs, then United, and then Leicester as the top 6 best attacking fixtures for game week 22. So Kane definitely could be someone you could look at. He does come in slightly more expensive, but I think with Son out as well, he will be the main person. Now there is talk about Lucas Moura now, which is very interesting. You could go for him instead of Son. He also recently has started to pick up some form, and against Arsenal and Leicester, he can definitely do some damage and could be a very, very nice differential. So the players that you're currently seeing on screen are, you could say, sort of like the template free hit draft players that most of the FPL content creators have gone for, and especially the 5 that I've pointed out. The other players that sort of fit around these bunch of players is, one is Mount, one is Lookman, obviously Lucas Moura I already spoke about, and actually Simply FPL also had Bruno Fernandes in his team, which is quite interesting. Not a lot of people are talking about the United players apart from Ronaldo and De Gea, so going for Bruno Fernandes could be, a cheeky shot. Let's actually do a comparison of some of these players. So let's go for Lucas Moura, who is one of, the differential picks that we could go for, and compare him with Mason Mount, because that's somebody else that I have seen in a couple of teams. So let's put Mount in here, and we'll remove these ones and keep expected goals per 90, shots per 90, and expected assists per 90, and filter it for this season only. Mason Mount in all departments does do slightly better. Now obviously we need to take the team into account, we need to take their opponents into account, and if we do that, I would just about prefer Lucas Moura. I do think that he could really pop off here, especially since Son is out. He will, step up. He will really try to step up here. So I think if you were to go for one of them, I would personally go for Lucas Moura. If you can fit both in, these are two great differentials that could help you boost up the ranks. And the other quite popular combination that people want a comparison of is going to be Joshua King against Emmanuel Dennis. So let's have a look at that as well. So I've got King there and we'll put Dennis in here. And let's see how these two players compare with each other. There we go. So, you know, statistically, expected assists per 90 and shots per 90, very similar in fact. But in terms of expected goals per 90, you can see that Joshua King is just slightly ahead. Now, which one you should go for? Obviously, both of them can turn up on their day. We have seen Emmanuel Dennis do it time and time again recently. He is in great form at the moment. So if you can, you could get both of them. If you only want one, then maybe I would just about favour Dennis just because of his form at the moment, even though Joshua King's stats are slightly better. So there you go guys, I hope this video was helpful for you guys and it showed you sort of the template free hit draft that a lot of FPL content creators are going for if you are to free hit in Game Week 22. On screen you can see some of the most popular ones that especially the five FPL managers that I've spoken about, FPL Mate, Simply FPL, FPL Raptor, Dylan_RCM and FPL Harry have gone for. So I really hope this was useful to you guys. Obviously you can pick and choose which players you like, the combinations you like, but this was a sort of video to help you see the most template free hit draft and you can sort of mix and match the way you like. Once again, the links to all 5 of these creators will be down in the description, so definitely do check it out. Like and share the video, that is very much appreciated. And if you really enjoyed the video, a sub to the channel would be absolutely fantastic. And with that being said guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.